are talking a lot here about how to keep people safe.
Sure.
And one thing that many people would see is absolutely at the heart of that is police numbers.
Yes.
Can we just have a quick look at how police numbers have changed in the last decade? So this basically shows the police numbers in England and Wales, and that they dropped by 23,000 between 2010, when the Conservatives came into power in the coalition government, and 2018. Now, you want to hire an extra 20,000 officers, of course, but this is just effectively putting us back, or not even quite back, to 2010 levels, isn't it? I mean, can you now look at that map and say, that this graph, and say, this was a mistake, this may have put people at risk?
Well, crime has come down by a third under this government, but what we're talking about here, I think the reason you're linking it in, is the terrorist security threat. And we have boosted counter-terrorism policing by 160 million last year. It's up by a third since 2015. And as you say, we're already recruiting the extra 20,000.
Police doesn't matter. Police numbers don't matter then.
No.
Because there's been, the fact that you're putting these
Sophie, I don't think you could put
street.
those words into my mouth. Of course they matter. You've got to keep the resources, the powers, the sentencing continually under review. But again, we come back to who's on the side of the public when it comes to keeping them safe. And last February, we put our proposals to increase police funding across the board, not just counter-terrorism, of nearly close to £1 billion in the House of Commons. Jeremy Corbyn whipped his MPs against that. So again, on this crucial issue, it's the Conservatives who are saying, look, we understand the risk. Of course, you keep crime, and particularly counter-terrorism, constantly under review. We will back the authorities, whether it's the security forces, the intelligence agencies, the police, and also back them in terms of not just the resource, but the powers to do the job.
But there's either a link between police numbers and crime, or there isn't. Do you not accept that cutting this number of police officers has made people less safe?
Well, I think if you look at police recorded crime over the period since 2010, it came down by a third.
Things can take... There's a lag often, isn't there?
But that's why
things are not necessarily seen straight away.
Well, I think that answers your question. It's not necessarily a hydraulic link. You have to keep it continually under review. And in particular, of course, crime is different, whether you're talking about antisocial behaviour in a neighbourhood, or you're talking about
Why don't you just say, we made a mistake and we're trying to rectify it?
Look,
just be open.
We certainly do accept the case for more funding,